everybody, welcome to another live stream here today. We are back with some more Jurassic World Evolution 2 people. Glad to be back. It has been, I think, 5 days. Yeah, it's about 9 o'clock, so it's been about 5 days since we last streamed. We have some interesting stuff going on in this game. So, we have a lot to get through and a lot of new stuff to build. Let me make sure my audio's all good. Let me test a few things. I think 5 days. Okay, music is a little loud. That's okay. Let me turn that down. Okay. Sorry if you can hear my jet engine fan going in the background. I don't know what's been up, but recently my computer's been getting really hot really fast. Hence why when I tried to stream the other day, I streamed Clone Drone for about 30 minutes, and then my computer overheated, so I just deleted the stream, because, you know, only 12 people or something actually saw it, and only 2 of my subscribers were on there. So, yeah, it was unfortunate, but it also didn't go on for like 2 hours, and then that happened, so... Actually, I don't know, I guess it'd be better if it went on for 2 hours and then that happened, because, you know, then it'd be like it just ended abruptly, but after 30 minutes, that's not really a live stream, you know? Anyways, so last time, we added some interesting creatures to the park. Let me test my audio again. I don't know, I guess it'd be better. Okay, audio sounds decent. Maybe I'll do this. I'll see if that boosts it a little bit. Anyways, let me turn my volume down a tiny bit. There we go. I don't really need to be hearing all this stuff. Anywho, here's what's going on. So, last time we added some interesting stuff to the park that I did not expect, including these little things. What is this thing? I don't know. You tell me what this thing is. It's a Jehelopterus. That's what it is, a Jehelopterus. It's a weird creature that's pretty much just a bat. We got bats in the park. Now, this is supposed to be Jurassic Park, obviously, but for whatever reason, we're allowed to put these things in here. Honestly, I kind of contemplated getting rid of them, because the point of this is that this is Jurassic Park Evolved. It's not supposed to be Jurassic World. Jurassic World is the thing that has all of the creatures that are kind of mismatched throughout time. What's up, Yukari? Good to see you, man. I'm surprised you're the first one here. Less so because you're the first one here, and more so because, you know, Pedro or Bam Bam didn't beat you to the first one here. Yeah. Anyways, back to the bat creatures. So, these things do not fit in Jurassic Park, but I'm leaving them because, I don't know, they're kind of cute, and the guests like them. And, I mean, they are pretty unique. I've never seen these things before. I've actually never even seen these things before in another game, you know? You'd think I'd see it in Ark Survival Evolved or something like that, but nothing. Anyways, did we add anything to... No. Okay, we didn't add anything to that enclosure. At the end, we also added the 4 iguanodons that are in here, with Austin Bear being, of course, the alpha iguanodon. Everybody knows it's fitting. Yukari said the helm is dry and it looks damn good. The helm? I'm guessing you posted something in Discord that I didn't see, and that's what you're talking about. Anywho, we had some massive iguanodons here, 4 of them in this big enclosure. I'm planning on putting other herbivores in this enclosure, of course, because that's kind of what you do in this game. Anytime you get a bunch of herbivores, you stick them all in the same enclosure and call it a day. It's not like carnivores where you have to specifically pick what goes where, and sometimes you can get a good pair of different species, but most of the time they don't mix very well. Speaking of not mixing very well, over here we have the new stuff that we added. Oh great, never mind, hang on. We got a disease contracted, infected wound. Would you look at that? That's our good old friends, the Troodons. Yes, we love the Troodons. They cause all of our problems in the freaking park. I swear, if there were 3 species that cause all my problems, it'd be the Troodons, Dilophosaurus, and T-Rexes. Every single time. Alright, what's up, Pedro? Good to see you, man. Everyman, I think I will not be joining your stream today because I am currently being held by Mom and Grandma to watch, what is this, Man on Fire with them? That's unfortunate. I mean, it's better to hang out with your family
the animals
than to
are
be
nervous,
here.
so am I.
Choose, so
Comes with the territory.
go ahead,
and
man.
I shouldn't have to
I
remind
appreciate you
that
checking
ours
in,
is
though.
full of dinosaurs.
If you can tune in later, like after you're done doing that, then we'll probably still be going. We're most likely going to go for 2 or 3 hours, because this is Jurassic World Evolution 2. So, you can expect for me to still be here at, like, probably early 12, something like that. Probably till midnight or so. See, unless I just decide to keep going for a long time, which, honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, because in case you couldn't tell, I'm obviously, you know, you could tell by me saying, I'm hesitating and speaking redundant language and all that good stuff, which means that I'm tired. That comes from a lack of sleep last night. Last night I put Aramanga Sensei on my TV, because technically I have a TV above my laptop all the time. So, like, whenever I'm playing or recording a video, I have a TV 2 inches above my laptop. 2 inches? 3? It's like 3 or 4 inches. Anyways, 3 or 4 inches above my laptop, I have a massive TV, and the TV's great. It's great quality, but I almost never use it. So last night I was watching Aramanga Sensei on it. Just, you know, I've already seen Aramanga Sensei, so I was just putting it on to watch. And then I got distracted, and then stayed up too late, because I like anime. So I didn't get a lot of sleep. Let's see. Yukari said, I am the Ubermensch. You bet you are. I recognize that word, but I don't know what it means. So, hopefully I didn't just repeat. I mean, that doesn't really matter if I repeated something. Anyways, back to the creatures. So, we got the Moros Intrepidus here. We have a lot of these things. A lot smaller than I was expecting. I was expecting these things to be like a mid-sized carnivore. Maybe a small, like, decent-sized carnivore. You know, something around the size of a raptor. Nope. These things are teeny tiny. I think they're just a little bit bigger than a compy. So, like, maybe a few inches bigger, taller, and then, you know, a couple inches in width. And then we got Megalosaurus here. I think we have 3 of these things. This is a large carnivore. Honestly. Maybe, is it large or is it medium? I actually don't know. Does it tell me what it categorizes as? Realistically, I'd say this is a large carnivore, but... Oh, yeah, large carnivore. Okay, there you go. What's up, Liam? Good to see you, man. Everybody's coming in late, but... at least you guys are here. Hopefully we get more people in here soon, because Pedro's not able to be here, and then we don't have Cool Mita or anyone here yet. It's just Yukari and Liam for now. Anyways, we got Dark Shaman here, who is the Alpha Monolophosaurus. Last time we also got a bunch of these creatures. I really like Monolophosaurus. I think they are a pretty, not just interesting dinosaur, of course cool is a way to describe them. If I had to pick out of a group of dinosaurs to bring back from the dead, I would probably pick these as one of the options. Just because, I don't know, there's something about them that's just appealing. What are we saying in chat? Like a super being who is above all religions and has their own values is what Yukari said. Yeah, that sounds like something you'd say. Anyways, did we add anything else last time? I don't think so. Proceras. No, we already had these. Okay. I know we replaced a few creatures and got new ones. Like the T-Rexes, I know we replaced the Reaper last time with 2 others. Because the Reaper kept trying to break out. I could rename this one. Here we go. Okay. Anywho, here's what's going on in terms of the channel. So, I just finished making my citrus review script. So that's all completed, luckily. Tomorrow I'm going to record that. And then I'm going to record some gameplay. Then I'm probably going to watch an anime. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm trying to leave free time for myself, but it's really difficult. And then Monday, I'm most likely going to be editing, after school, of course. And then the next day, I'm probably going to be editing. And then I might be editing a 3rd day. And then after that, the video should be out. So, that's the idea. So the citrus review is coming soon. That's for sure. I'm obviously not too thrilled about editing it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. In the meantime, other videos are on the horizon, but I, of course, do want to make a little bit of time for myself. I say myself, like, technically whenever I'm watching an anime, I'm working. So, in a sense. Or even when I'm playing a visual novel game, I plan on doing, maybe not a review video, quite, but some kind of video revolving around it. I might stream me playing If My Heart Had Wings. I've talked about this a couple of times before. I talked about this last stream, actually. But I'm just not sure if I want to or not. Because it is an unbelievably long game. So, I don't know if that's really something that I want to do. I mean, it's something I want to do, it's just, I just don't know if it's a good idea. Anyways. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the summer, Jesus, I cannot speak today. The summer, is it the summer, or is it the sun or the rain? I know you're singing Don't Fear the Reaper from Blue Oyster Cult, but I don't know. Hang on. Well, first, before I Google search this, let me give you guys something to watch real quick. So let me pick this Allura Titan. There we go. Beautiful creature. Alright. It is the sun. That's what I thought. The wind, the sun, or the rain. I know what I'm talking about. There we go. I was reading this. That's why I was struggling to read it, is because it didn't click in my mind. I'm like, I don't think that's what he says. There we go. That's what I thought. I was going to say I've been listening to that song since I was freaking 4 years old, so... Thought maybe I was just stupid. Nope. It is the sun. Cohabitation is right on the cusp of being uncomfortable. I really hope they don't include being near the iguanodons in a separate enclosure as cohabitation. Because technically, if they're right over there, it is cohabitation. But at the same time, gameplay-wise, should you really consider that the same thing? No, obviously not. Dislikes Dr. Wu hybrids? I like the implication that it's Dr. Wu himself is a hybrid. Not his creatures that happen to be hybrids. They are Dr. Wu hybrids. Interesting. Okay, you guys are just singing the lyrics in chat. Anyways, Pachyrhinosaurus. I know this dinosaur, I'm just questioning whether we should put it in the park or not. What are the iguanodons good with? I think that's a good place to start. I want to start with the herbivores today. What are the iguanodons good with? Does this say common cold? Oh wait, no, vulnerability is common cold. I was like, he better not have a common cold. After how much we paid for this. So the only thing they dislike are carnivores and Therizinosaurs. That makes sense. Therizinosaurus in every single fictional depiction are the most aggressive, obnoxious herbivores there are. Ever played Ark Survival Evolved? If you have, you know how bad Theries are. Nothing dude, I'll take any carnivore over a Therizinosaurus any day. Okay, sauropods or Nephomimosaurid. Okay, so they can even pair well with scavengers, but I don't know if I really want to do that. So I can really just put any herbivore in here besides the Theri. Okay, I'll do that then. The music is kind of loud. Or maybe I'm just quiet. I think I'm just quiet. There we go. Super boosted my audio. How's that? Is that better? Oh, what's up, Cool Mita? Good to see you. Both sad and happy because Russian gear is too expensive for me, but I bought a replica Car 98, so all is well. That's cool, Yukari. I wish I had that gun. I don't know if I'm legally old enough to own that gun yet, but... I mean, it's a rifle, so I guess I am. Anyways, I'm still questioning why there's a Leicesterosaurus in this game. It doesn't even look like it fits in this game. Like, no, its icon looks like a mod. Okay, we could put Gallimimus, Dracorex... I'm kind of... I don't know about these things. I don't know if they should be in an enclosure by themselves or if they would fare well with something else, but... Anyways, Coelophysis... I guess we don't have a Coelophysis in the park. I thought we did. I guess I was wrong. Definitely don't want to put a Troceraptor in there. It's the last thing we want to put in there. The Patasaurus... I think we already have that. To be honest. I don't want to put something too massive in there. I don't really like sauropods. You could probably tell from me playing this game before, but I don't much like sauropods. I mean, I'm fine with things like this, because they're a little bit smaller, they're more condensed, but you get some of the really big sauropods, and you're like, okay, now I gotta build this massive enclosure for you, and even if you don't need to, it looks weird when they're not in a massive enclosure. Okay, we got a Rhinoceros, Pachyrhinosaurus. What are some of our ceratopsid options? We got Triceratops. Don't have Torosaurus. Do we have Stegosaurus? No. So that's what we're gonna put in here. This is Jurassic Park after all, so it's pretty fitting that we do that. Alright. Make you long-lived. Long live the king. I can't do good voice impressions right now. How's my audio doing? That's what we're gonna put in here. This is Jurassic Park after all. Significantly better. Okay, that's good. My birthday is soon, no celebration. Happy early birthday! Voice crack, lord. Cool, Mita? You said no celebration? It's okay. Nobody told me happy birthday when it was my birthday. 3 people remembered. And 2 people got me a gift. One of those gifts hasn't even arrived yet, by the way. It arrived September 3rd. And that's an anime keychain for my car keys. So yeah. The other gift was great, but... you know. Anyways. Stegosaurus. That's why last stream was titled Birthday... what was it? Happy birthday to nobody. And the thumbnail says birthdays suck. That would be why. I told you happy birthday, everyman. You told me happy birthday the day after it was my birthday because that's when I did this stream. Obviously, you're not obligated to do that because, you know, you're not like a family member. But everybody else forgot. I said happy birthday. I know you guys said happy birthday, but I'm saying, like, people I know directly said happy birthday. You guys said it because I advertised it. Kumita said Snuggles, Yukari. Things have been going pretty well, fellas. I will say that. Or at least well in real life. Okay, we got our Stegosaurus here. Let's release them via airlift. It wouldn't be dangerous if we released them in there, but cohabitation would go nuts. Anyways, I met a couple of people while in college. I don't have any friends, or friends in college at least, but I did talk with a couple of people. I also had my history professor. I say history, it's technically political science. I'm saying history like as if it's the field. I had my professor approach me, and she was like, I saw you wrote you love politics. Could you explain that to me? And I explained it, and she thought it was really interesting. Then she was like, you should take my comparative politics class next spring. I was like, well, I didn't say this part. I was like, I want to, but if it doesn't fulfill a credit hour, I'm not spending, you know, like $500 on it. So sorry, but I'm poor. Like, I can't just take stuff because I want to, you know? Okay. Let's see. So we got some room right here to build. Then we do have up here. I don't. Low health. Is it one of the freaking copies
Before
again?
I got into the paleo curation game, even I knew of the Stegosaurus. Those plates running along its length from
What's it,
head
low
to
health?
tail make it one of the most iconic
Oh, it's
dinosaurs.
this moron
Our
again.
guests are gonna want to see it.
I'm sorry,
So
King,
make sure
but King
you be right
Pedro's
by this
just
animal.
stupid. It's the same one, too. He always flies in this corner and then gets stuck somehow. I don't even know how it works. I'm also not really sure what to do. Okay. Obstructed by King Pedro. So we can't even build a... What if we build this? That didn't do anything. Wonderful.
Asset
Okay.
delivered. Asset transportation in progress.
So I guess we just gotta trank him whenever this happens. That's annoying. Alright. Comita said, gives Liam Red Girl from Xenofields. I don't know what the hell that means, but I'm assuming it's something weird. Dude, this thing requires so many freaking trank darts. Just like Ark. Liam said, blows my head off due to loneliness and watching this BS in chat. It's okay, Liam. It's alright. Everybody's alone here. Alright. And then now I hit it with the stimulant. Why is this thing returning so fast? God, oh my god. Okay. This thing immediately booked it out of the way. There we go. Okay. Is he up now? Okay, unscrew your programming and keep it moving. What the? Okay. When I said unscrew your programming, the last thing I thought you'd do is... Wait. Oh, he's back. We're good. Okay. We all just saw him fly out of the enclosure, right? That was terrifying. I thought we had... Okay, I thought we had a... Why am I drawing a blank on what it's called? Not Quetzalcoatl. I mean... I know what it's called, but I'm trying to think of the classification. Would I just call it a pterosaur? Anyways, I thought we had an avian creature the size of a jumbo jet flying out in the open, but we're good. We're fine. Everything's chill. I built this, so hopefully he doesn't get stuck anymore. Alright. In the meantime, what's at low health? This stupid thing. Okay. I noticed, I think the megalosaurs are attacking them, but they never actually kill them. So, I don't know what that's about. But as long as they're not dying, then I don't really care. Did he fake escape? It looked like it, but it was just the game bugging out, so we're good. Anyways, back to the main thing we were doing here. Does this say lonely? How are you lonely? There are 3 Stegosaurus in here. Okay. I didn't think we needed that many of them, but apparently we do. Okay, what are some other creatures we can get in here? Sinosauropter. We're probably fine if we get this and put it in the enclosure, because these things are tiny, but I'm not going to do that. In the meantime, let's see. Sauropelta. We already have Polacanthus. I'm kind of curious to just slap one of these in an enclosure, because I've never seen them out in the open before. But I also don't want to just pick random stuff. We could put Gallimimus out, but I'd rather put those in a massive enclosure. I've read the game chat you sent me, and I understand is what Yukari said. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. Ooh, I could put a Margosaurus in there. I might do that. I like those things. They're cool. Alrighty. I think 5 of them's enough. I don't know how many of these things you need. I'll just put 6 of them in there. I just don't want them to overcrowd the enclosure. Infected... Dude, if I had a nickel for every single freaking time one of my creatures got an infected wound, I'd be rich. I say one of my creatures, it's just the Troodons. It's not even any of the other stuff. At least last time we learned that we can get multiple mobile vet units, so that helps. There we go. Deal with that. Alrighty. Every time I think of something to do, I get sidetracked. Alright. Let's keep it moving.
Heading to collect the asset.
Cool, that's done. Alright. I do want to get more guest structures and attractions in here. We just haven't had a whole lot of time to do that. I also want to make a path that leads another low-health dinosaur, dude. Jesus Mary, every single thing is dying here.
Transit has commenced.
Anyways, I want to make a path that leads around the park and connects up. But it's just difficult to do that while still making an enclosure. Or making enclosures here, you know? I think it'd be a good idea if I built an enclosure back here and then connected the path up to lead it in a narrow line this way. I think that'd be a good idea. So let me just pre-build this thing.
Asset has been transported.
I'm not really sure how far it should go, though. Let's go, like... There we go.
Transportation complete.
Alright, sweet. So this is... We're gonna put something big and scary in this enclosure. For sure. Another one of these things is injured? They're definitely getting attacked by the Megalosaurus. My question is how the Megalosaurus don't fully kill them. Alrighty. House squeakers? What? What is Komita talking about? Missing forest? Oh, crap. I shouldn't have put Stegosaurus in there. I should have known these things were going to be needy. I could also expand this enclosure, but... maybe that's a good idea. That could be a good idea, actually. Turn this into, like, one big gallery. That actually... That might be a pretty cool idea. Screw it. You guys want to do that? Oh, Squeaker's the bat. Okay, never mind. He's doing good. He's right here. These things are really adorable. I'm also not sure how the Quetzals don't just eat them, given the fact that these things are probably 1/19 of their size, but... I mean, hey, if they can coexist, they can coexist. I guess at the same time, you know, one Quetzal could eat every single one of these things and not sustain its appetite, so kind of no point in doing that. Anyways, this would be a really good idea, actually, to turn this into a big gallery, and that'd go along with what I said before about Gallimimus and having them You know, because obviously you guys remember the original Jurassic Park, the Gallimimus were all in one giant roaming area. Actually, I don't know where the Gallimimus were meant... Oh, yeah, they were in a roaming area. Never mind. I was going to say, I don't know where they were meant to be, but they ended up in a giant space. But they were allowed to roam in Jurassic World, was what I was thinking of. But, yeah, they were in a giant roaming space before, because in the original Jurassic Park, that's where they saw the Brachiosaurus and Triceratops were in open areas. It's only the carnivores that had big enclosures. And Jurassic World had enclosures for some of the herbivores, because some of the herbivores are obviously not friendly. It's like the Therizinosaurus, you wouldn't want that thing walking around on its own. Alright, well this gives us more options at least. So now we can stick a ton of herbivores in there, so that's actually pretty good. I like that. In that case, let's get on that busy duty. We have 20 compies in the park? Dang. I didn't even know we had that specific number, too. We can also get a Lamosaurus. Alamosaurus. Is it Alamosaurus, or is it a Lamosaurus? It's probably Alamosaurus, I'm assuming. Anyways. Amargasaurus is up next. Ooh, we can get some really pretty colors in here. Amazon rainforest, yes sir. I see, besides Cormita, everybody isn't very talkative in chat. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright. Amargasaurus coming up. Wow, those are done fast. What's up, Bam Bam? Why do you keep trying to speak Arabic? You know you can't speak it in real life. So, writing it out isn't gonna make it different.
En route to collect the asset.
Glad you're here, though, man. It's good to see you. Yukari said I can be very talkative if you'd like. Being talkative also doesn't mean spamming gibberish and nonsense, but it just means, like, you know, you can come up with topics and things we can talk about. I don't know why this freaking Dilophosaurus is injured. Major fracture. If I had to guess, it would probably be because he tried to break out and then got shocked by the fence, like the idiot he is. So, that would be my assumption. Dude, everything is injured. My god. This copy is injured too. What is happening? Alright. Free lamb balls. Who is lamb balls, is what Liam said. It's
what have we here?
It's a pal from Pal
It's
World.
an Amargasaurus, according to the paperwork I have in
ball
front of me.
sheep is what it is.
Another interesting factoid.
Missing
Its
ground
long
fiber?
neck
You gotta
meant
be
it
kidding
probably
me.
liked to feed on the taller
Jurassic
branches
World
of trees
Evolution
and
1,
such.
herbivores were
At least
so
that's what it
easy.
says. Guess we'll find out.
In this
huh?
game, they're like the neediest thing you'll ever find. These things are actually smaller than I thought. Matter of fact, these things are tiny. What is the meaning of this? Am I just seeing it wrong? They are a sauropod after all. I'm almost positive these things are supposed to be like 20 feet tall. Maybe I'm just seeing things incorrectly. Mkari said, let's talk about, how many Four Locos can you people slam in 19 seconds? None. Nobody can slam it. Oh, God. Don't start this shit again. I remember this happened last time. Alright. So we got the two Amargasaurus. Maybe I should put Brachiosaurus in. You know what? Maybe I will. Get these Brachiosaurus cooked up. There we go, Brachiosaurus. Alright, now let's get those Gallimimus up. We want lots of galleys. Lots of galleys. How many Costco Panko shrimp can you slam in 19 seconds? Ooh, I've never had those before. I would definitely like some shrimp. God, I would love some shrimp. I've been eating garbage for the past, like, I don't know, week or two, probably. It's been nothing but, let's see, pork steaks and empanadas. Not actually pork steaks, just regular steaks, but they're not good ones either. I mean, like, they taste fine, but it's just, you know, when you eat the same thing every single day, it gets tiresome. Alright. Is this thing still injured? And it's Dennis, too. So I can't just toss him out. I mean, I guess I could toss him out and then rename a different one Dennis. Like the... What is it? The groundhog that looks to see its shadow. And they just replace it every time one dies. They swap it out and say it's the same one. It's like that. I have no time to actually build a path because I'm busy micromanaging all these stupid dying creatures. All of my dinosaurs have turned into geriatrics. Alright, anyways, let's get a road up, finally. Alright, connecting the path up. Dude, we got a second injury. I'm about to just let everything die and switch out whatever replaces it. What? Are you guys trying to drive over the compies? That's not how you heal them, Michael. Are we missing? Is that what's... What is the meaning of this? There we go. Got him. Good thing we have infinite medicating darts. Alright, problem solved. Let's bail before the freaking Spinosaurus gets over here. They're so good that you could probably buy multiple third world countries with them, is what Yukari said. You probably could. You could, honestly, it technically wouldn't cost a lot to buy a third world country, depending on which one it is, of course. The question is, why would you want to buy that country? That's the real question. I'm gonna call this thing Sarah. Because, you know, I mean, if you've seen The Lost World, it speaks for itself. Okay, the Amargasaurus are happy. That's cool. If I knew they were this small, I would have gotten more than 2 of them. It could just be the land that they're in, but... they look like they're not that large. There we go. Give you guys some water. I knew you were wanting that. Alright, cool. What were we doing again? Right. Man, if I'm gonna be honest, sheep is yummy, as what Liam said. I don't actually get to eat sheep that much. I think I actually don't know if I've ever had lamb before. It's possible I've had it one time, but I don't remember what it tastes like. I primarily eat cow, or fish, or crustaceans of some kind. Alright, Gallimimus in here. And we get the classic 1993
En route to pick
skin
up the
on them.
asset.
I say skin. It's not skin. They just look like that. Only thing about sheep I've eaten is sheep cheese. That's not the greatest, is what Yukari said. Yeah, I hate cheese for the most part. Did I ever tell you guys about that? Cheese is the bane of my existence when it comes to eating food. I hate cheese. If you put cheese on anything, it makes it worse. Now, if it's just straight, like, I'm eating cheese, then it's not awful. It's not the best, but it's okay at least. What else? Obviously, cheese is fine on pizza, because, you know, it's heavily processed nonsense, but... Alright, we're looking good in terms of this enclosure here, so I'm pretty happy about that. We're making really good progress today. I'm liking this. We got our pathway up we can connect here. We got another freaking low healther. Wonderful. I'm about to just start tossing stuff out with this chronic injury crap we keep having happen. Okay, I know it's not the Spinosaurus, because the Spinosaurus is over here, first of all. Second of all, Conquistador never messes with anybody. He just minds his own business. And then the third thing is, if he were attacking the Compy, it would die instantly. So I don't know what's going on. I think they're bugged. I think that's what's going on. I think they're just bugged and they don't know how to navigate to wherever they're supposed to be.
This latest dinosaur, the Gallimimus.
I don't know why that's
It's an
happening,
opportunistic
because
omnivore that does
I've never
best
seen
in
that happen
groups.
in this game before.
That alone
Maybe it's because
isn't
there's
the
too many
problem.
creatures in the
But
park or
speed.
something, but...
Gallimimus is
I don't think that's
incredibly
the case.
fast, which presents special challenges
the?
for the ranger teams tasked with monitoring them.
It says breakout target found, but I think because of his injury, he's unable to break out. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Tranquilize and transport to a paleo-medical facility. I didn't know you could even do anything about it. I thought it was just permanent. I've been a bit stupid. Okay. Here we go, fellas. I like how the one named Conquistador is really chill and minds his own business. I mean, yeah, a lot of things in this park have ironic names. It's kind of like how, what is it, in Harry Potter, Hagrid names the giant creature. I think he names the Cerberus, like, Fluffy or something, and then he names his dog something super intimidating. Maybe it's the other way around, I don't know. He names the huge, massive monster something cute, and then he names the cute thing something horrifying. Am I even in the right spot?
Asset has been transported.
Jesus, I'm a bad driver in-game, too. Where am I? I don't even know where I'm at. Okay, I somehow drove from here to here. However that happened. Okay. I'm a bad driver, guys. I'm sorry. Sunday driver, baby. Can I get a map or something while I'm driving? I don't know where I'm going. Liam said squirrel gravy is great with sausage and biscuits. Liam, you don't have to try to be Southern. You already are. Okay? You don't have to play into being a hillbilly. Squirrel gravy is the most, like, I don't even, I think it, I mean, it speaks for itself, right? Dude, where's the gate on this thing?
Asset transportation.
Is there only one gate? Okay, first of all, this is the wrong enclosure too, but I still do need to extract the Trudons, so this is fine. Also, I don't even think this is the right thing anyways. I'm supposed to be tranking them, and I'm using that. Alright.
Transporting
There we
asset.
Cool. Ugh. He said, I just like squirrel gravy. Bam, be nice.
Delivery complete.
Alright. Anyways. Back to what we were doing. So, we were building a path. Are you serious? Fix your game.
Transit has commenced.
Fix your game. Fix it. This should not be happening. Oh my god. Really? Why are these things so buggy, man? The funny part, it's not even King Pedro this time, it's the other one.
Asset delivery confirmed.
Bam said, I don't be nice, it's not part of my character. That is probably the worst thing you could possibly... I don't even... That... never apply that logic anywhere else, please.
Asset transported.
We're functioning on that Karen logic. It's not a part of my personality, so I'm not going to be nice to you. Okay, then obey the rules. I mean, like, I don't know what's going on in the context of this conversation. I'm just saying, in terms of that reply, that is definitely an interesting reply. What is going on with the Brachiosaurus? Are they still transporting that freaking thing?
Asset transportation.
Dude, we have some really incompetent workers here at the park, huh?
Asset has been delivered.
Come on! Just de-equipped my freaking... Come on. Why is it not letting me... Dude. It's not letting me order for this... What? Okay, I guess it just cured itself.
Asset delivered.
However that works. Wow, these things are actually a lot bigger than I thought they were. What's up, Asher? It's good to see you, man. Seems a lot has happened. Oh, yeah. So, we expanded this enclosure. We added a ton of Gallimimus into the park. I think it's like 10 or something. Then we got 6 Stegosaurus, 2 Amargasaurus, and we're getting 2 Brachiosaurus in the park. And then we connected up this path all the way around the park so that we can put enclosures and lovely buildings for our guests. Then I learned how to patch up different dinosaurs, and I'm trying to figure out how to heal certain things. So that's what's going on. There we go. Delivered a facility. We figured it out.
Collecting asset. Asset collection request received.
Okay. Yukari said, the more you wear a thick wool blouse, the more you respect a German soldier for putting up with this thing. I mean, I don't know. Do you just wear that around?
Commencing asset transit.
Infected wound? Dude, I'm so tired of seeing these infected wounds. Every single time I blink, some creature's got an infected wound. King Pedro, you better not.
Transportation underway.
You better not get stuck.
Transportation underway.
I don't even know what you're supposed to do for the Quetzals, because I can't make the aviary any higher. So they end up just flying around like this. Do they want me to put trees in they can land on or something? I don't know what they want from me. Like, there's no... I can't build a perch or something, you know what I mean? For it to sit on. What is this? Oh, come on! The Amargasaurus dislikes other sauropods. Get out of here! And then the Brachiosaurus is fine with everything besides other sauropods. Why do sauropods not like other sauropods? That's stupid. What? Okay, well, considering this is Jurassic Park, Brachiosaurus is a classic, Amargasaurus is not. So, it's nothing personal, Jack. It's just good business. We're getting rid of the Amargasaurus. I like them, but we can't be having this little pissing match. Now I just gotta find the other one. You'd think this wouldn't be hard, but apparently it is. There it is. Alright. We got a lot of people in chat. How's everybody's days going?
Asset delivery.
Pedro said, guess who's back? Back again. That's right, Pedro. What's up, man? I knew you'd be back. That's why I said earlier if you... What? You have got to be kidding me.
Asset delivery.
What is injured now?
Asset transportation complete. Acknowledging asset collection request.
Alright. Treatment successful. There we go. I thought more stuff was injured, but we're good. False alarm.
Heading to pick up the asset. Assets in the air.
Alrighty, and just want to make sure everything is the right enclosure so I'm not dropping it in a random space. Glad I looked, because that was the wrong enclosure.
Picking up asset.
Alright, cool.
Asset has been collected.
Is this thing still sick somehow? What? Oh my god, okay. Pedro, how was whatever you had to do with your mother and her mother? Yeah, that's right. How'd that go? What did I miss and how's everyone's day so far? My day's been going pretty good. So, let me show you what we did so far. So, well, first we did get some Amargasaurus, but they're butting heads with the Brachiosaurus that we got, so we're selling them. Yes, we're pawning off real-life dinosaurs for $250,000. Never mind the fact that $250,000 could literally be the price of a really expensive car. And we're selling an actual dinosaur for that price. Anyways, we expanded this enclosure instead of making it a separate one, so now we have a massive herbivore enclosure. A second massive herbivore enclosure, a bigger one actually. Then we got 6 Stegosaurus, We got 2 Brachiosaurus. We did have the Amargasaurus, but we sold them just now. We got 10 or so Gallimimus that are beautiful, by the way, and pretty big, surprisingly. We figured out how to heal long-term injuries with the Paleo Medical Station. We expanded the Quetzal enclosure in order to make King Pedro stop getting stuck. But that didn't really work all that well because then the other one got stuck. What else? We also connected a path around the entire park. So now we can put amenities and other great stuff along the way. And then anything else we did? Not particularly. I think we looked at some creatures and I got mad a couple of times and just talked about stuff. So yeah, we're looking good. Asher, you should name your Orb Weaver Orbeez. What? What should I name my Orb Weaver? You better mean in a video game. A pet spider. Dude, you couldn't pay me $1 million to have a pet spider. No, sir. If it were up to me, I would make every spider on Earth totally extinct. But... you know, and it is what it is. But I'm definitely not keeping one in my house. If there's a spider in my house, first thing I do is grab the Febreze. Little tip, ladies and gentlemen, Febreze. It is the ultimate spider killing machine. I've told you guys this before. If you want to kill a spider faster than anything on Earth, skip bug spray. Bug spray is useless. I would know. Every single freaking week, we'd spray the house with bug spray. Guess what? You still got spiders in your house. Where are they coming from? And you get other stuff too, like ants and ladybugs and whatnot. But those you can kill with your hands. Spider, oh no, I don't want that near my hand or foot. So, I need to use chemicals and bioweapons to kill the thing. How am I going to do that? Easy. I figured it out. It's Febreze. You spray it with Febreze, it will die so fast. You can't even process how fast it dies. It's amazing. Now, bigger spiders, I don't know. But for smaller ones, you know, like normal-sized spiders in America, oh baby, they're dead in no time. Honestly, if you sprayed a bigger one with Febreze, like you sprayed it enough, it probably would die. It'd just take a little while. Anyways, we're gonna get some Ankylosaurus now. They're big, not dangerous, and kill bugs best. Okay, technically, not big and not dangerous describes pretty much every single spider on Earth outside of Australia and South America. But it doesn't make me feel any better. For spiders, you just gotta grab one of those salt guns. Once again, we're talking about how do you kill spiders, but what I'm talking about is how do you kill a spider so fast you never have to think about it escaping you before it's dead. Because if there's any doubt of whether it's alive or dead, you didn't successfully kill it. Holy Jesus Christ, how many goddamn packages do I have to pick up from outside? I'll do it later. I keep getting texts, I'm like, hey, we got a package at the door, I'm like, dude, what am I, a landlord? Grab your own packages. Anyways, that's how you kill a spider fast, ladies and gentlemen. Febreze. Febreze is your best friend. Why is Dennis lonely? You're in an enclosure filled with other Dilophosaurus. Yep, you're in the right enclosure. I think Dennis is just stupid. Which isn't really the most unbelievable thing we've heard all day. Aw, Mittens is so cute. I love these things. The Majungasaurus are kind of ugly, but they're friendly. These ones are just flat out cute. The cat dinosaurs. It won't let me zoom in on them. Okay, there we go. whatever. I tried. We got Dump Bump right here. He's pretty dumb, but he's cute. We call him Big Dumb. Alright, anyways. Fence broken. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. It's Dennis. Take a look at Dennis. It's Dennis again. We're selling Dennis. Skip this. I'm replacing you and calling the next one Dennis. I'm really sick of Dennis thinking that rules don't apply to him. Because every single time we have a breakout, it's courtesy of Dennis. Every time. And I've tolerated it for I don't even know how long. No longer are we going to tolerate Dennis being a little prick. I think I just build around like that. There we go. Suck it, Dennis. I have the power of God, so I can just spawn fences out of nothing. That's right. How it feels to chew 5 gum. There we go. They call me the wizard. Alright. Dennis the Menace is what Liam said. Yeah, Dennis the Menace. That's pretty accurate. Bro, how are you breaking? They're electric fences. How are you breaking them this fast? What is the point of having an electric fence if anything can smash it? That was something that Jurassic World Evolution 1 had that this game doesn't have. This game and Jurassic World Evolution 1, this game reminds me of Battlefront, where instead of the second game being a total and complete improvement upon the first game, instead it improves upon some stuff and then makes other stuff worse. So, like, in this game, fences mean nothing. Because any creature of any size can break a fence. Compared to Jurassic World Evolution 1, where if you built a concrete fence to keep in a raptor, that raptor's never getting out. Not a chance in hell. It's a 50-foot fence made of concrete. How's a little reptile gonna break that fence? Same thing here. This is an electric fence. How are you surviving hitting it? And that's concrete! Look at that! What's his head made of? Vibranium? He's got adamantium bones. Where the hell is the helicopter? Skip this! Get him! Seize him! There! Finally! God! Get him out of here! Dennis the Menace! Come on! Do this faster. I'm not leaving his sight until you do. Or he's not leaving my sight, I mean. Okay, sell dinosaur. Dennis is up out of here. We're done with Dennis. He thinks he can play all the games he wants. No, sir. There will be consequences. Great. Now I gotta wait for them to scoop his ass up. I think we named the wrong dinosaur Meathead. Oh, too late now. Also, I did name the Dilophosaurus before the raptors were ever even in the park, so... Cute dinosaur. I'm gonna give you a pass, because I know you've never seen a Jurassic Park movie, Coolmita, but... that's how they get you. Actually, this exact dinosaur... In fact, okay. The reason I named that one Dennis is because Dennis Nedry is the person in Jurassic Park that gets killed by the Dilophosaurus. So he comes across it, and he thinks it looks cute. And then, in the book, in the original novel, isn't it like 7 foot or 10 foot tall? I think it's 10 foot tall. And so, he sees it, it spits in his face, and then it rips his intestines open. And that's, of course, the tip of the iceberg. In the movie, it just slowly toys with him until it kills him. Which isn't a lot better, but it's still better than his fate in the novel. Alright, we're making a new Dennis. New Dennis will be better than the last one. I feel like that Truth Enforcers advertisement in Helldivers, where it's like, I love my new obedient child so much more than the last one. That's what I feel like. Just replacing the Dilophosaurus and then naming him the same thing. Like nothing ever happened. Anyways, we haven't had time to do any of the stuff we plan to do. So let's get back to it. Let's see. Why are the Brachiosaurus unhappy? What now? Tall nut? I'll show you tall nuts. Yeah, sure, we'll add it.
Transportation underway.
Alright. There we go. Better. Okay, now let's build a nice viewing platform around this area. Once again, viewing platforms in this game are simply useless, and the viewing gallery is better. In the first game, both of them served a separate purpose. In this game, the viewing gallery is just outright better. Like, look at that reach and compare it to the stupid viewing gallery.
Asset delivered.
Viewing platform. You didn't say the magic word, that's right. Please, with this hacker crap. Anyways. What's at low health now, for the love of God? I might just start letting these things die at this point, because I'm tired of freaking healing them. Alright. Anyways, let's see. Right, I was gonna add some decorations here. Fit the part a little bit. Brachiosaurus, that's right. Let's get that in there. And we get the Gallimimus as well. We get to put all the labels on this one. We're actually going to move this over here. There we go. Now, it's not equal distance, obviously, but it's good enough. So, we'll have this side advertising the Brachiosaurus, this side advertising the Gallimimus, and then the middle one is just the herbivore enclosure indicator. There we go. Alright. Then we'll have two separate gates leading into this enclosure. There we go. Alright. So we got a restroom right there. Of course, this is Jurassic Park, so we need a restroom every square inch of the freaking pathway because we have a bunch of fatties walking around the park. Okay, you guys are still talking about the Car 98 replica. I gotcha. Amphitheater. The amphitheater would actually be pretty cool. Yeah, this could be cool. I'm a little hesitant to place this thing, because it is massive. I think I'll put it right here. There we go. Alright, sweet. I'm not really sure what this is for. Is there something I'm missing here? Am I supposed to put this, like, in an enclosure? Is that how this thing functions? It's bad for you and there's no good reason to do it? What? Oh, you're talking about alcohol. Why are you drinking? Stop drinking. It's a bad idea. It's not just a bad idea, it's killing you. I don't think this amphitheater does anything. I think you're supposed to put this in the middle of an enclosure. Well, great. Now we have a crop circle. That's my favorite thing. Screenshot. Anyways, let's put some real infrastructure in here. Let's see. Guess... Where's the closest emergency bunker? Oh, right there? We're fine. Okay. Nearest hotel. Right there. Okay. It sucks that there's no Jurassic Park category for, like, restaurants and things. Alright. Large amenity. Here we go. Sweet. What do you guys want to put in this bad boy? What are we low on in the park? How about that? Let's see that. Let's go to control room. Guest comfort low. Sounds like a skill issue. Yep, sure enough, it's the transport rating. Because all these fatties are unable to walk. Whenever you go to the freaking zoo, you walk the whole way. They're not required to build a car to move around for your fat ass. Just walk around. You're seeing real-life dinosaurs. You can walk for that occasion. Jesus Christ. And don't even say it's because we're in the United States, because Jurassic Park isn't in the United States. Or at least it's not in the states themselves. It's in Latin America. Even if the territory may or may not be controlled by the United States, which I don't know if it is or not. Restroom coverage. I don't know how restroom coverage is 37%. The only thing I can think of is that I'm not building restrooms in the damn enclosure. That's the only thing I can think of. Because otherwise, we got a freaking restroom every single corner. Shelter coverage, same exact thing. I got a shelter everywhere there should be a shelter. If you're able to run 2 feet, then you'll make it to a shelter. See, accommodation rating and all that is high. Everything is high. Oh wait, not... We need more shopping. People want to spend their money. I gotcha. then we'll give them what they want. How do I change with this thing? Well, first things first, let's make this Jurassic Park themed. There we go. Much better. How do I confirm this? Oh, there you go. Alright, much better. Now, let's go ahead and get ourselves some designer goods. There we go. Throw in an aquarium. Let's get some nice dense racks in there. That's what he said. Let's see. Digital ordering. Actually, should we have this is Jurassic Park. We shouldn't have digital ordering. I'm still thinking of it like it's Jurassic World. Gift stand. There we go. Beautiful. Fantastic. Alright. That's a nice place right there. Let's call this Dino Designers. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's build another one right here. What's next? There we go. Boom, you looking for this? Alright. Alright, let's turn this baby into a bookstore. Oh, Kumita said got 5 bottles. Jesus Christ, dude, stop drinking. Everman put bathrooms in the vents of the bathrooms so the stalkers can piss too. That's funny. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna use that sometime. If somebody asks me for building advice, I'm going to tell them put bathrooms in the bathrooms so stalkers can use the bathroom as well. I like that. Okay, I got sidetracked because it was funny though. Okay, photo booth. Let's get a photo booth in there. When were photo booths first? Hang on. When did photo booths become popular? Okay, I'm seeing like 1940s, 1960s. I mean, were photo booths common in 1990? Hang on. I mean, yeah. I guess. Yukari said, I can't physically stop you, but I can tell you that I've always been around drinkers and they aren't pleasant people. Yeah, they're never pleasant people. Nothing about drinking is appealing at all. Okay, let's get extra shelves. Infotainment, yeah. I'm trying to think of what would be common in 1993. Alright, that's good. Let's call this Brachiosaurus. Books. Make sure I spelled that right. Yeah, we spelled it right. Cool. Liam said if she wants to... Liam, okay. I'm not gonna joke around when I say this. Don't... I mean it. Don't encourage that. Let's never encourage somebody to drink or do any kind of drug.
Request received.
Yeah, when Kari's telling somebody not to do something, it doesn't matter what his reason for telling them that is if it's related to drugs. It's just as simple as don't do it. Alright. Anyways, let's see. We got all our viewing galleries and stuff in there. Alright, we got our feeders. Hotel. I know we got most things. I think our shopping coverage should be a lot better now. Restrooms are good. Large amenities. Emergency shelter. Okay. I'll put a shelter back here. Because I guess technically they need one back here. You know, if you happen to get stuck back here, then you're pretty much screwed. I'll put a... Oh, okay. I was hearing the announcement. I was wondering what that was. Also put a restroom back here for them. There we are.
Transporting asset.
Let's get that restroom coverage up.
Transportation complete.
Alrighty. Let's probably make this into a drink place. Where's my... Yeah, we gotta scroll down. There we go, drink. We'll make it like milkshakes or something. Is that an option? Oh, we got boba. I like boba. Why would bottled water be a place? Like, you don't go into a place specifically for bottled water. They just happen to have bottled water. Yeah, coffee, energy drink. When did energy drinks become common? Were energy drinks even a thing in 1993? I'm assuming maybe they kinda were. When did energy drinks come out? Okay, technically, Western markets 1987. So they're actually pretty new in 1993. So Red Bull launched in Austria. Interesting. Monster Energy was a thing in 1997. Okay, so basically in 1987 the Western energy drink market became a thing, but it didn't really gain that much popularity until late 90s. That's what I thought. Rockstar Energy was 2001, 5 Hour Energy was 2004. Yeah. I was gonna say, you don't really hear anybody in the 90s drinking energy drinks. Okay, let's see. We got ice slushies, milkshakes. Do we already have a milkshake place? I hope we don't, because I want to make another one. Of course, Jurassic Park could also just specialize in good milkshakes, but I don't know. Okay, we got tea. We got... Not seeing a whole lot of places for this. Yeah, we don't have a lot of places of drinks at all. I think we might only have 2. That's a problem. Oh, we do have milkshake. Okay, there we go. Mosasaurus milkshakes. Well, in that case, let's change this to superfood juice. Smoothies. We can do smoothies. There we go. Let's get some bean bags in here. That'd be pleasant. Bench seating. Did dance machines exist? Yeah, there were dance machines in 1993. I mean, at the time of Jurassic Park Evolution, which is what or Jurassic Park Evolved, I mean, I keep saying, I combine the title of the game with the title of my series. Jurassic Park Evolved, this takes place probably in like 1994, 1995. So, obviously it's a year after, but that's not a huge change. Let's get a play area. Gotta have that fossil display. Fountain. We want to try to make a profit off the place. We don't want to make nothing. Okay, let's ditch the beanbags. Play area. Okay, let's just restart what we did here. Okay, so it seems like no matter what we do, we lose money. So, that's what... I mean, technically we have infinite money. I was just trying to be practical, but guess not. Ooh, I like those copper lights, but I don't know if that's really fitting for Jurassic Park. Ooh, I do like that, though. That's very Jurassic Park-like. Alright, cool. Let's call this place... let's do, like, Stego Smoothies. There we go. On the spot, baby. Okay, Yukari said Red Bull actually started in Thailand and a rich businessman from Austria or Switzerland was staying there. Tried Red Bull to stay awake, loved it. They made a deal with the Thai man to split profits. I'm not going to ask how you know that, and also I don't really care all that much, but... How do you know that? Okay. The only drugs anyone should take are the ones the doctor prescribes. I wouldn't even say that, honestly. Depends on what they're prescribing you. I'm pretty against taking anything for any reason. Unless it's like, you're dead otherwise. You know, like somebody who's diabetic needs insulin, obviously. And insulin itself isn't a drug. It's supposed to be made in your body. And they just can't produce enough of it. But it's like for example, heart medicine's a big one. Heart medicine, if you're on heart medicine, you're dead. You're screwed. I'd actually rather take my chances not taking the medicine than I would taking the medicine. Because the medicine's killing your ass. There's actually a side rant I could go on, but I think I'll save that for Discord. It's important, but I don't know if I can really talk about it on here. Okay, right, we were building more a minute. I think we'll leave it No, we'll build a food place and then we'll get back to making dinosaurs. I don't want to make too many places that are, like, right next to the dinosaurs, but at the same time, I mean, it doesn't really impact gameplay. Alrighty, let's get this place rigged with some food. There we are. Alright. Then we're gonna get ourselves some... Let's go... Could just do seafood. Let's go paella. There we go. Aquarium. Fossil display. It says selfie spot, but this is the 90s, so I don't really know if that fits. Why would adding stools make us lose money, dude? Come on. They're stools. We're paying like 20 bucks for them, and then never have to pay again. Jurassic World Evolution, by the way, we happen to have unlimited money in this world because we're on sandbox mode. When you're not on sandbox mode, you never have money. Ever. For any reason. It's like ruling... The people who run InGen in Jurassic World Evolution, they're basically just communists. They're a communist government. Like, you have to grovel at their feet for money. It's amazing. It's like, oh yeah, you get a solid income. It doesn't change. But everything costs too much for you. Got 'em. Alright, let's see. Just gonna do that. I don't see why adding freaking benches makes you... This is what I'm talking about. Why am I losing profit because I added a bench? Really? Screw it, we're getting the claw machine. Were there claw machines? I'm assuming there were claw machines. You know, when you really think about it, a lot has changed since the 1990s, you know? I'm not seeing a whole lot. I mean, I guess you could theoretically argue that in a place as advanced as Jurassic Park, we could just invent some of this stuff before it was really a thing, or before it was popular. But at the same time, that's kind of Five Nights at Freddy's logic, so I wouldn't really use that. I mean, you're kinda right, but it's also not their specialty. Let's go with Packy Paella. There we go. Let's see. Yukari said the fat electrician made a video on the start of Red Bull and it turned the start of energy drinks. Oh, okay. Oh, Yukari said, and the ones I make in my storage room. Obviously. Yeah, everybody knows that. Alright. Cool. So, we got that. And let's put a restroom right here for the fatties. There we go. Alrighty. Fantastic. Okay. Back to dinosaurs. Are we still managing the freaking Ankylosaurus? What's going on? Oh, the game is paused. Okay, that's why. I forgot I have magical powers, so all these restaurants, for everybody else, all these restaurants just popped up with the snap of your fingers. That must be scary. Like, what the? Where the hell did that come from?
Asset in transit.
Just good business. Okay, let's get an ice cream machine in here. You know what I think is funny? Anything food related, like, I mean food, not drink related, but food related is just, it dates back thousands of years. Anything else on this planet, you gotta go probably 30 years ago before it existed. Anytime you look up when was this thing invented, you'll always get like, oh, in the 1890s. And then you go, no, stupid, I mean, when did it become really when was it implemented, is what I mean. And then they'll tell you, oh, yeah, 1980s. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Transported.
Yeah. Everybody was a caveman before 1970. Even then, it's kind of a stretch. Missing ground leaf? Come on, man. Dude, what? Oh my god, okay. Herbivores are so hard to please in this game. Carnivores, you just slap a feeder in their enclosure and call it a day. These things, you gotta build all this foliage around them. Then get the right foliage. Then you have to do it different for each one of them. Yeah, there is no such thing as open land in this game for herbivores. Because you pretty much just need to slap them in the Amazon rainforest. Ever man, this park needs more Costco's and Huey Lewis. I'm sure Costco wasn't as popular in the 1990s, especially in Latin America. And Huey Lewis probably isn't that popular in Latin America. You're about to look it up, and sure enough, he was in the 90s. Why is this Dilophosaurus lonely? How does this keep happening? Just stick to the others, stupid. I guess this is the new Dennis, so it makes sense. This is Dennis, right? Maybe I think another one of them is Dennis. It doesn't matter. It's whatever. One of them's Dennis now. Oh man, I gotta record tomorrow. Jesus. Okay. I do that sometimes where I'm streaming and I'm having a black. What the? Oh, it's just 2 dillos. Okay, we're fine. False alarm. Anyways, I'll do that when I'm streaming, where I'll just. What is this? Stegosaurus. God damn. Oh my god. Okay. Cohabitation issues? So what doesn't have a problem? How about that? What doesn't have a stupid random issue? They don't seem uncomfortable, so I think they can just stay away from each other and they'll be fine. Really? We need more tall nut? How much tall nut do you need? Don't make a joke about that. Okay, every inch of this place needs to be tall nut, apparently. There we go. You're happy now. Gallimimus happy? Nope, because they need more ground leaf. Oh my god, I'm about to just kill everything in this enclosure. I might just drop a frickin' carnivore in there and let it deal with it. The carnivores get better ratings. I don't even know why I'm messing with you guys. I'm over here playing Thanos, trying to make things balanced. There is no balance with you guys. You're not even supposed to be in this time period. You're supposed to be extinct. We need more ground leaf, boss. Give me more ground leaf. Everything needs more ground leaf. There's your ground leaf. Alright, we're good? We're good. Okay. The iguanodons have never asked anything of me. I dropped them in this enclosure and they were like, yeah, man, it's good. Never a problem. That's why I like iguanodons. Always loved iguanodons, actually. I liked them even more after playing Ark. Alright. Yukari said, if I get one more ad for Denise Powell, I'm moving to my cave in the woods and not leaving for the next 26 and a half years. Why 26 and a half? Okay. Anyways. I don't remember what I was doing. I lost track. Okay, anyways. Let's throw some more herbivores in here. I'm honestly tempted to just throw a Concavinator in there and call it a day. There's that impulse in my mind that wants me to do it. The devil on your shoulder. Drop a carnivore in there. You know it'll be funny. Alright, I could get Pachyrhinosaurus. What else can I do? I don't really want Sinoceratops. It's more of a Jurassic World thing. Could get Styracosaurus. Where's Torosaurus? I don't know. Nodosaurus. I could get a Hadrosaur in there. Hadrosaurs usually don't mess with anybody, or get mad, or do anything wrong. Yeah, let's get some Tyrannosaurus. Pedro said, dang, that's crazy. Hadrosaurs usually don't mess with anybody. Yeah, just test my audio. What is this? Tyrannosaurus 2015? I didn't even know Tyrannosaurus was ever on screen. But apparently, maybe it was in Jurassic World at some point? Maybe it was in the large gyrosphere fields. Alright, Tyrannosaurus, there we go. No Concorde, no Concorde. Okay. Alright, let's get two separate batches of them with different colors. Alrighty. I was thinking about doing Helldivers, but I don't know. With Helldivers, I like playing the game, and I like playing it on stream, and there's opportunities to play it with other people, but at the same time, if I get upset while playing the game, like usually it's me getting killed by a charger. If I get killed, it just destroys the entire gameplay for me, and then I'm upset the rest of the time. But when it comes to I just released them into this enclosure on accident. I mean, they're not going to kill anything, so at least we're fine in terms of, you know, like, it's not a panic attack moment. But I will have to trank them all. Oh, I guess there's only 2 of them. Funny enough, I probably could just keep them in this enclosure. Because this enclosure is the Hadrosaur enclosure.
Which is kind of my thing. This dinosaur is easy to care
obviously
for.
They're fine with other
Hadrosaurs. A comfortable
Hadrosaurs.
place to eat and rest.
So
and to be
I
left
probably
alone.
could just keep them in here, honestly.
Sound
but
like anyone you know?
I'm not going to, because, you know. What is this? Oh my god, not this crap again. I might just... Honestly, I'm debating whether I should just let the Quetzals die and then get something new. Never mind, they have a 2,400 rating. I guess they're just... I'll just let them be stupid then. 2,400 rating, my god. What's the Spinosaurus have? Like 8,000? You'd think so. Sucks this thing takes so many freaking Frank darts to take out. It's like tranking a phoenix in Ark. I don't remember how you tame a phoenix again, anyways. I know you have to fly around in midair and deal with it. Alright, problem solved. Okay, let's go check on this. What? Ankylosaurus and Stegosaurus are fighting? You gotta be kidding! The herbivores are fighting! Amongst each... Oh my... If I'm getting rid of something, I'm getting rid of the Ankylosaurus. Because the Stegosaurus are... Well, I mean, I guess both of them are in Jurassic Park. But... I don't know. Stegosaurus just come to mind before Ankylosaurus. I think this thing's gonna die anyways. They're still fighting? Okay. Well, guess that's a unidentified ailment. If I had a nickel for... I'm tempted to just turn illness off at this point. Or are they just talking about... They might just be talking about this thing. Okay. Well, we're tranking all the Yankees and getting them out of here. Because this has become an annoyance. And I'm pretty tired of this annoyance. Alright, let's get the other Tyrannosaurus in here. Okay. Then we are going to trank them all out. Now I'm Johnny on the spot, and I'll hook you up. Where are the other Ankylosaurus at? Should be another one more. That's number 2. I got number 3. Oh, there it is. Kari said maybe it's been tranked so many times it's turning tolerant and needs more drugs to get that hit. Dude, first time it was a dozen times anyways. Because King Pedro's the one we always trank, but this time it was Queen Bee. Dude, these Stegosaurus are relentless against the Ankylosaurus. Jesus. I didn't think it was going to get this bad. I might as well just throw a carnivore in there with them. Be less problems. What is this? What do you mean no sand? No sand. There's sand over here, stupid. Jesus, these creatures are getting dumber by the minute. There's some sand. Just dropped it out of a plane. What is this? We just dropped this thing in the enclosure and it's got a cold. Open space. Are you smoking me? Well, you can't have open space because all your stupid fellow dinosaurs hate open space.
Heading to pick up the asset.
Who are we selling these things to anyways? Because sell is an option.
confirmed.
But who's buying these things? Like, do we just donate them to science or what? Because technically we have all the science. Oh my god, okay.
Assets in the air. Delivery has been completed.
I think we might as well just kept these things in the other enclosure. Disease will be resolved. Oh, right, it's a cold. You can't cure a cold. Does that say damaged tooth? What do you... Oh.
Asset has been collected.
These things... It just doesn't stop. It's like we're medicating cats or something. This is ridiculous. Okay, anyways, you know, the funny thing is I'm not even having problems with the carnivores. I'm just having problems with these stupid herbivores. It's like I have never once had a single issue pop up around this part of the park. Never once. Not a single time have I seen a one issue, not one eensy-weensy little issue, come out from these guys over here. We got, these are the boys. Shout out to Homocephali, Apatosaurus, Pentaceratops, Dryosaurus. What else do we got in here? Polacanthus. I didn't even know we had that in the park. Triceratops. What else? In the other enclosures, Tarbosaurus, Proceratosaurus. We got Pachycephalosaurus, Majungasaurus, and our good old Quinzaosaurus. All of these guys, flawless behavior. Never once had problems with them. The T-Rexes, I haven't had a whole lot recently, so things have been better. Troodons, every single freaking minute of the day, yeah. Monolophosaurus, no problems. Never had issues with these guys. The Spinosaurus. You'd think in this massive enclosure, the massive dinosaur would have all the problems. Nope. It's the tiny ones in its enclosure. Raptors don't have problems with them. Ironically. Even though they're like the prime thing that always tries to break out in Jurassic Park. Meanwhile, these herbivores are so freaking annoying, I'm tempted to just napalm the whole enclosure and put a carnivore in there instead. Then, of course, we have the lagoon, but, you know. It's not like they're gonna leave the lagoon, so, you know. It reminds me of the Jurassic Park Telltale game, where the old lady connected the Mosasaurus enclosure to open water. Have you gone mad? They called it a Mosasaurus, but it looked more like a Tylosaurus. So I'm not sure what that was about. Do we have Tylosaurus in this park? No, just Leoplerodons, okay. I think it's another, maybe it's another park I have Tylosaurus. Or maybe I just thought about putting them in and never did. So we have them, don't we? Yeah, we do. Here we go. Tempted to expand the lagoon, but I don't know what I'd get. Jesus Mary, another goddamn disease. Dude. Somebody must be gassing my dinosaurs because I don't know what's going on with all these diseases. I read Discord, Yukari said 30 minutes later. If I say it's gonna be 10 minutes, it's gonna be 20 minutes at least. That's just the rule. I always overestimate or not overestimate, underestimate how much time it's going to take me to do something. That means absolutely anything. Okay, what now? Let's see. I do not know. You know what? Maybe we will expand the lagoon. Let's do it. All right. Well, I guess there's not really a way to proceed then, is there? That's unfortunate. It's just this long straight line. I guess we'll see if they're happy with that. Not sure I am. Because we need to have a path that goes forward. And you can't... It's not like you can choose what the size of the lagoon is going to be. Or the lagoon section. So... There's not a whole lot of options I really get here. I could... No, not really. Yeah, I guess I don't really have any options for this. On the bright side, at least the little thing here, you know, works. Connection, there you go. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to now make a new creature. And it'll probably be... Yeah, it'll probably be Tylosaurus. Hopefully these things aren't too annoying to feed. Although I guess they probably will be. Alright, let's get some marine fish feeders in here. Honestly, I don't know what these things eat, so... Maybe some shark feeders would be appropriate. Alrighty. I don't know if we can transport these things via helicopter into the other area. I'm actually not sure. Be kind of funny if we can. Man, I'm getting tired. We've been streaming for right around 2 hours now. So we're going steady. I just popped my entire neck. Ow. Okay. I'm thinking about... Let's see, I gotta record, then... And play. Love streaming. Don't like recording. By the way, did you guys all see that, damaged tooth? How did this thing damage its tooth, dude. Did you guys all see the newest video? I really like that one, actually. That's one of my best gameplay videos, in my opinion. The game can get a little bit loud at some points. Also, we can transport with airlift, that's good. So the game can get a little loud. It's louder than me, so that's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, I make a lot of really funny jokes in the video, and I have a really... It was just a blast to play. So I had fun with AITU. Let's get a shelter right here. Let's get a restroom. Pedro said, I have seen your newest video. Yeah. And by the way, if I re-upload it, which I'm still contemplating, because sometimes videos just boom in popularity, and then other times they do nothing. So I don't know what's going on. I also don't know if re-uploading it's going to make it worse. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of scared. But if I do re-upload it, I would be very appreciative if God, I'm stuttering. You guys can tell I'm tired. If everybody tuned back into the video, you don't have to sit and watch it full length, but just run the runtime of it, because then it counts for full points. Cool Mita said, I got rid of beer. That's good, Cool Mita. Replace it with water. Or milk. Milk's good. Maybe you're lactose intolerant, but I personally like milk. Re-upload it? Okay, well if everybody's telling me to re-upload it, then I guess maybe I will. I think one of my favorite jokes in the review video script is he didn't even go to get the milk, he went and got the whole cow. Which technically isn't in the script. It was something I said while reacting to Citrus, and it just happened to be a clip I'm putting into the video, but it's not actually a part of the script.
Transportation complete.
You know the funny thing about the sea creatures? What does them getting mad look like? You know what I mean? Because the ground creatures can always break out and then run around. But what do these things do? You know, like, what are you gonna do to me? You know? Because this isn't open water. So, where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? Nothing. Because there's no one else like you. I was making an Invasion of the Body Snatchers reference, but still. You know, it's like, okay, there's not really... It's kind of... I don't even know why you technically need to sustain their comfort. Besides the fact that people will get mad at you if you don't. Hopefully this is enough territory for them, because I can't really do any better than this, because there's not enough space. That's what I said to Gabby on Discord, is what Pedro said. Yeah, if you guys are all telling me that, then I guess I just will. I'm watching the view count go up slowly but surely, so that's why I'm unsure about it. I guess I'll re-upload it and hope for the best. So I'll do that tonight after I finish streaming. I wanted to watch an anime tonight, but I'm too freaking tired. Yeah, these guys are gonna miss open space. There's not really anything I can do about that. Chronic stress? This freaking thing developed chronic stress. That fast. Jesus. Really? Wow. I feel like I'm in the 21st century already. Okay. I don't even know what to say to that. That is stupid. I think the lagoon creatures are the hardest ones to sustain. Ugh. Alright. I want to build an enclosure and add a new carnivore, but I don't know if I have the energy. Because you guys can tell I'm already quieting down and everything. Our Tyrannosaurus are looking great, though. Oh, that's so cute! You guys see that? Now that's a cute dinosaur, Mita. Everman, if you feel uncomfortable calling me Gabby, call me Kiki instead. I don't feel uncomfortable calling you Gabby, I just prefer to call you Cool Mita because I'm used to it. And also, coming up with a new name make me more comfortable. Because it's just a, yeah. This thing's, it's a platypus. It's just a giant platypus. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna name, let's see. Who's the Alpha Tyrannosaurus? Perry the Platypus. How do you spell Perry the Platypus? No, I spelled it right. Okay. Just making sure. Aw, cute. Yeah, it is cute. It's funny, because the one I named Perry is actually... I mean, obviously he's not blue, but he is the lighter color. Dang! Okay. I guess I never really looked at the Brachiosaurus. And never had my eardrums bursted from it. Okay. Anyways. Let's decide on what carnivore we're going to add in next time, maybe. We'll do that. Okay. So let's look at all the carnivores and weigh our options here. We've got Acrocanthosaurus, Albertosaurus, Allosaurus. Okay, I'll say which ones I'll rule out as well. I'm ruling out Allosaurus, because that is... anytime I see Allosaurus, it feels more like a Jurassic World thing than a Jurassic Park thing. Okay, what else? Troceraptor... I mean... Obviously, that's only a Jurassic World thing, but... Okay, we got a Stralovenator, Baryonyx, Carcharodontosaurus, Carnotaurus, Ceratosaurus... there were that is a matter of fact. There were Ceratosaurus in Jurassic Park, but I don't know if I should put that here. Concavenator. I like the Concavenator, but the problem with them is they're very aggressive. That's an understatement. They're probably the most aggressive carnivore in this game that isn't a hybrid. Okay, then we got Cryolophosaurus. I don't know if this counts as a I mean, it's a piscivore, so it eats fish as well. But I don't know if I should count this as a carnivore when I'm talking about carnivores. What else? I'm not adding a Dimetrodon. That's not happening. What else do we got here? Gigantoraptor, probably not. Giganotosaurus, possible. Herrerasaurus. Already have Majungasaurus. Metrocanthosaurus. Let's see, what else do we got here? not getting a Pyroraptor, most likely. Sinosauropteryx. No hybrids. We'll see. Suchomimus. That's possible. I'm actually... That's definitely on the table. Okay. What else? Utahraptor and Utaranus. Alright. I'll probably... Okay, definitely getting a Suchomimus at some point. Then... What else? I don't know if I'll do Herrerasaurus. I'll think about Cryolophosaurus. I don't know if I'll do Carcharodontosaurus. And I'll most likely do Ceratosaurus, but I'm not sure. And then also think about Albertosaurus. Okay. So. Will chronic stress go away on its own, or... Oh, I need to fix its environmental needs. Fantastic. Well, that's not getting fixed. Do you feel better now? I was feeling a little bit better. Dude, how much space do these things need? Jesus. I think they need more rounded space, not horizontal space. Right, I mean, long ways. I guess we could just see how much they do need. There we go. Better? See if that's good. I guess I could technically just close off this part here. Although it doesn't really help us much, since it's not like we're making an enclosure between that space. You know, there is a tunnel system, but I don't think this actually works, because I've never seen one of these that did. Alright, cool. So, these things have recovered. That thing went from happy to missing open space really freaking quick. Wow. Okay. The most ungrateful creature in the park. I should have just turned this into a land dinosaur enclosure. Got these needy rats. If dinosaurs can be hybrids, does that mean their fossils produce both petroleum and electricity, is what Yukari said? What? If dinosaurs can be hybrids, does that mean the fossils produce both? I mean, it's probably not going to produce electricity after the thousands to millions of years it takes to fossilize. So, probably not. I don't know why fossils would produce electricity. Directly, I mean. Obviously, you use them as fuel, it would. Hybrid cars, fossil fuels, funny good. Where's my...
This is my amused look.
This is my amused look. Wow. I realized the jazz music stopped a little while ago. That's unfortunate. Anyways. Alright, well. I'd say we accomplished a lot. So to recap, we built a bunch of amenities, like these beautiful locations here. We got stego smoothies, we got some bathrooms, Paki Paella, added some emergency bunkers. What else? We expanded the lagoon at the end here. Also tried to fix... What the... Fix your game, developers! Fix your game! Fix the game. These things will take less tranks to... Yeah, it only took one. Alright. Anyways, we expanded the herbivore enclosure, the second herbivore enclosure, or third actually, to make it massive. We got Gallimimus, Brachiosaurus, Tyrannosaurus, Stegosaurus, and good old Iguanodons, all in one big enclosure. We may add more next time, but I'm not sure what we'll add. Meanwhile, we got some new Tylosaurus, although they're really annoying. And then, what else? We replaced Dennis with a new Dennis, so that's pretty cool. Mudjumper became the Alpha, the Dilophosaurus. What else? I think that about... Oh, then obviously we built the path back here that connects around the park. So we've set up for next time in an especially effective manner. Now, of course, we, expanded the path up here. Oh, we also learned how paleo medical facilities can patch up dinosaurs if you send them to it after tranking them. So that's useful to know. Alrighty. Well, fellas, that'll be all for this time. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, a comment, and I'll see you all in the next video. If you haven't already, be sure to check out that AI2U video. I'm re-uploading it tonight. And then, additionally, also, make sure you check it out if you already have seen it, so you can watch it all the way through. If you've left a comment on the video, just repost the same comment, preferably. And, yeah, that should be it. Have a fantastic day and a fantastic life. Goodbye, everybody.